Hello and welcome to the Pirate King Plays Genshin Impact. Well, we're back at it right after a short break. Are they going to say something? Miliastra Wonderland unlock. Hold. Oh. Okay, so there's a fucking shortcut to it? I don't know what this is, but it's a new update. We'll check that in a moment. But, let's see. Where last we left our heroes, we made our way to Nod-Krai. And new area, new shit to do.
Ad Astra.
Whole thing with new form of energy, which is like ancient energy, though it's pretty much magnetism. Called Kuhaki, I believe. And yeah, ran into an old spirit from fucking the old place. Forgetting the names. I know all the names, I'm just forgetting them. And I'm really annoyed at how this evening has gone so far. Yeah, we're back with new story that they dropped. Okay, let's see what this fucking Miliastra Wonderland is. Apparently the trailer they put out for this was like voiced with AI, which is absolute shitty behavior. Community thing, I guess? Mannequins, huh? Didn't I comment about how Genshin was pretty much a mannequin game with their character designs? Two mannequins devoted to you and Paimon will accompany you into the wondrous world created by Mage Octavia. Here you will find an abundance of extraordinary games to choose from. Whether you're playing solo or for the challenge or teaming up with friends, there's fun for everyone. Beyond playing, you can unleash your creativity by crafting stages with rules you decide. Turn your inspirations into reality and share the fun with fellow players. While enjoying the games, you can also relive the experiences sealed by Mage Octavia in the Wonderland and collect various cosmetic items. You'll gain a deeper understanding of the origins of Miliastra Wonderland after completing Paralogism. We've done that one. That was an interlude chapter. Okay. Should I bother doing this part on? We're gonna start now. I mean, it's right there in front of us.
Imagine, if you can believe it, a whole other world within this universe. In that world, people found supreme bliss in what can best be described as lucid dreams. Reality became blurred, or rather, redefined. But outside of their flawless reality, the problems of the material world remained. And in the end, the cold, hard truths of the real world caught up to them in the reality to which they had escaped. Deep in the dark ruins, another soul who was fleeing destruction discovered the final remains of this world. These two terminals were once a means for the dreamers to manage the outside world. Now, they form part of the Mage's collection. The Mage once tried to form a world from things she had gleaned in her eclectic experience. But as the calm observer, she never found that spark of inspiration to bring everything together. Before fate caught up to the wandering mage, she paid one more visit to her wise and learned friends.
Council of Mages.
She learned much during their time together, and although she did not find the answer, her loneliness faded away in time. But as she and her friends crafted other wondrous worlds together, she finally realized the missing piece in the world she dreamed of creating. A vibrant, captivating protagonist.
What this world is missing
traveler
is
and
you.
Her impeccable companion were the perfect candidates. She was filled with hope. The lucid dream of a lost civilization was built anew, and the mage's vast collection now had a world to call home. After sojourning for so long, it was time for her to leave lest the destruction catch up with her. And in any case, a new story had now begun.
Alright. I wonder if this is just going to be like an optional thing like the Spiral Abyss or something. Still, interesting entrance. What? You're making me choose? Wouldn't it be matching my Traveler? You know what? Fuck it. We'll go with a female character for this one. Do I get to customize her? Or, I mean, they mentioned... what was it? Cosmetic items. So yeah, why not? I'll take this opportunity to be the female character in this game, since we have the male character in the main game. Are these our only options? Start with her then. Oh, it's just how we start. So we actually do get to can I zoom in, up, dim, okay, I have to hold down to go up. Oops. Oh, look, they actually gave you a black skin tone or 2 or 3. They've never been good about that in this game. Or this company, I should say. This one. Red? Are they gonna go with red or blue? Ah! Ooh. It was right in the middle before, I think. There we go. Can barely even see the eyebrows right now. Oh, is it color? No, this is different style. Style and color, it seems. Okay, so yeah, we have... Yeah, really only have 4 styles, huh? 2 different colors for each one. Okay, I'm feeling that. And this matches. Like, I do kind of like the techiness of this, but I wish it was in red. And this one's in red. We're probably going to be able to change this later anyway. That would match. And this is kind of just, what, Natlan? Let's see. Well, it's just a hoodie, pretty much. Oh. Yeah, it's gotta be this, I think. Brown. We'll go with the blue. Blue is usually good for me.
Sincerest greetings, Traveler in Paimon.
Sincerest greetings, Traveler in Paimon. Sincerest greetings, Traveler in Paimon.
Ooh, who are the voices?
Sincerest greetings, traveler in Paimon. Sincerest greetings, traveler in Paimon.
I like that better, I think. Alright, so this is our mannequin. At the moment. Blue than a black. The brown seems almost plain in comparison. But it does kind of match the outfit. So does the blonde. I don't want to be blonde. Yeah, it's gotta be this. Name modification rules. Travelers can use the overwrite key right to rename their mannequin. When naming the mannequin, okay, whatever. So now we have to name her. What does she look like to us? For some reason, Julia pops into my mind. But that's too normal. Even changing it to Yulia, still a bit too normal. How about... Ziara? Yeah, I think I like that. I still don't know what this is for. This is not really what I thought we'd be doing right away, but it seemed to be ever-present, ever-prescient, prescient, I think is the right word. Maybe. Oh, and we're moving now. Okay. Is this just a separate game? Inside Genshin Impact? Popular stages? It's a fucking soccer. Blade soccer? What the... Multiplayer? Join room. Stage templates? What is this? Cosmetic plans. You can adjust the mannequin's outfit, makeup, interactive expressions, and act. This is feeling like they tried to make an MMO in here. Bonuses? Oh, we could go to the we could make the male outfit whenever we want, apparently. Male mannequin. Is this sets that I have? No, I'd have to purchase somehow. Get. Yep. Blazing long sleeve. Okay, so this is what we start with. For series pumpkin. Okay. Can I? Oh, reset. Yeah, okay, back to this. We have a pumpkin. I think we got something for, the web event. But it seems that the pumpkin may have been it. And this is all just the things we had to decide from in the opening. Tabs on the left include expressions, actions, and voiceovers. Can you guarantee that they're actual fucking voice actors, though? Oh, that's her teleport, I guess. So there'd be a way to equip these. Yeah, no, this is just us the entire time we're here. Right, sure. What else is here? Oh, Awakening Chronicle. Alright. Level 20 in Chronicles of the Realms to choose a cosmetic as a reward. The experience limit? So we grab that. And over here as well. Oh! Try on cape. Sure. So that would be over here. It says try on. Set try on. Oh, switch. What is this? It expires in 13 days? But what even is it, though? What am I trying on? You're not showing me what it is. Why the fuck would it expire? It's like they literally just put a new thing in this game. And don't tell me we also use Primo Gems to get them. Odes? And... Star token? No, I'm not gonna spend fucking money on this. I'm just trying to figure out what it is. You know what? Apparently I can do this. You know what? We're gonna go back to the real game. What the fuck is this? Why have you put a new game inside Genshin Impact? How the fuck do I go back? What even is going on here? It's just the basic shit from Genshin. Yeah, Artful Odyssey, I know about that. That's the web event. Okay, I'll deal with this on my own fucking time. See, we did the web event bullshit. Oh, I guess I have to grab it from here. So that would be something in here. A hat. Old Depetlosaurus. It's not a beanie, that's a full-on... And my hair clips through. That's hilarious. Okay. How do I go back? That's not... It's the same command I used to get here. Was the triangle. What's this? Online? Return to Tevat. Please return. I will deal with this bullshit on my own time. Okay. That's not what we're here for. I already grabbed this stuff from you. No. I don't want to see it. Stop telling me about it on the screen. Okay. Let's see what's new. This is what's new. Characters here. Awakening. Is this... Yeah, go to Milliaster Wonderland. New boss. That means we're probably a new area. What's new in here? Wouldn't be this. Don't tell me that the mannequin... The mannequin is a fucking... Why do you say... Why is all of that crossed out? She does have a voice. You're a pyro character in here. Okay. Doesn't have a constellation. Would need to be equipped. I'm gonna give you an actual sword. I give every character an actual weapon. Let me do that shit. Why not? Start at 20. If I level you up, you have to play Milliastra Wonderland to level them up. Okay, I will deal with that. Wait, what? Hold on. What is Agile stance? Elemental skill burst change. Change to. That's funny, but why? I'm just clearing notifications at this point. Normally I would have done so earlier, but there was a chance. There was a chance that they would have opened with a cutscene. Which is why I started up then instead of going through some bullshit before. Overwrite key that they were talking about. No. Make you go away. Okay. Notifications cleared. Quest time! I guess we're waiting. Hidden in the shadows. Let's get back to it. I just wasted the first 20 minutes of this bullshit. I'll deal with that stupid Milliastra Wonderland on my own. See what it's about. If there's a story to it, I don't care. Yeah, keys don't slide to the bottom. Oh. So I can look at this without moving over there? Okay, good to know. Ah, we got expressions. Just set everything as red. It still says there's something here. Stop it! Make the notification go away. Do I have to switch to all of them? I'm not doing this now. I'm not fucking doing this now. Okay. Where are we going? Right in front of us. Good, I don't even have to go far. Let's get to it. I want to enjoy the game, not be angry at it.
It's been a few days since we said bye to the others in Nasha Town. Still no news
Been about a week.
Barrier, though. Where could he have slunk off to?
Barrier
If only
was
he was
the
gone
asshole.
for good. But with all the trouble he stirred up before, there's no way we've seen the last of him.
Hello, you must be the traveler in Paimon? Mr. Flint has been looking for you. Unfortunately, there's been a serious wild hunt attack over at the quarry. He thinks it's time to regroup and figure out a plan.
The wild hunt? Oh, uh-oh. We better get over there, right away. Come on, let's go.
Yep. Act 3, A Nation That Doesn't Exist. Okay. Oh, that's just over here. Also, we can get some conversations first if we want to do those. Those can actually be pretty funny. Okay, so no new map area. I wonder where the new boss is then. So I wonder, should I bother with these? Flynn's is technically up here and down there at the same time. Great. Probably be too much of a hassle. Nefer, on the other hand, is... Oh, in here. Yeah, we can go and see what that scene's all about. Why not? There she is. Yellen.
A base of dandelion wine, aged for 25 years. 1/7 part bittersweet liqueur, filled halfway with fizzy zaytun peach pop.
All 3 of those ingredients are fairly sugary. It'll have a lovely sweet aftertaste, even a little too cloying. A spoonful of salt and half a spoon of powdered summer orchid leaf should cut through the sweetness in a way that's clear but not overpowering.
Is that her fancy dress from the last time we saw her?
I can imagine it now. A delightfully layered flavor.
It's all down to the seasonings you sent me, Lady Nefer. Otherwise, I'd have no idea how to mix up a cocktail that so befits Nod-Krai.
Just
That
a little
is her
gift.
fancy outfit.
I'm glad you liked it. I'll be happy to send more when you run out.
Many thanks. Though I think one taste is enough where these seasonings are concerned. Besides, you sent so much I could hardly finish it by my lonesome. And my colleagues aren't accustomed to these flavors, so I can't even share around. I'm afraid they'll end up sitting on a shelf, going to waste.
Can't say I'm surprised your colleagues at Liyue's Ministry of Civil Affairs aren't too keen. I wouldn't expect the flavors of Nod-Krai to be their cup of tea. Though, from what I've seen, might I presume that we've won you over?
I wouldn't go that far, though it's
There
not
we
like
are.
I dislike the food here. It's good to try new things occasionally.
Nefer and Yellet. Are they discussing something secret? Better steer clear, just in case I end up causing trouble.
I love your attitude. You'd make a great businesswoman. It would be nice if everyone from the Ministry of Civil Affairs were like you.
Come on now, are we going to do this song and dance every time I drop by? Stop fixating on the ministry. Never mind them. Have you managed to carve out a single foothold in Liyue after all these years?
You know what they say over there. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. If I don't test the waters, how will I ever know?
Don't waste your energy. No matter how long those claws of yours are, you're never getting them stuck into Liyue.
Is that a warning?
It's advice.
Long claws, you say? I wouldn't think myself so formidable.
You literally have
There's barely a
claws.
handful of people I have any influence over at all. I can only really think of one young girl who listens to what I say. But she's not the brightest. And I spend more time looking after her than getting any help.
Oh, really? Then I guess that painter who fishes in Dihua Marsh, and that apprentice who makes tofu in Qingsa Village, and that guy who wants to work at Wanmin Restaurant. All these people who mysteriously appeared in Liyue. I guess you have no idea who they are?
Many people pass through Liyue Harbor every day. Far too many to count. How could I possibly know every last one of these enigmatic nobodies? Though I must say, your memory is quite impressive. Your colleagues must sleep easily, knowing they have you to lean on.
Why, thank you. Though with you around, nothing is ever easy. I can only say that there's never a boring day.
Is
Yet
that so?
another.
Surely your workload has lightened now that you're far from the ministry. If you've got time for another drink, I'd be more than happy to mix you one.
Yet another Nefer conversation where there is another conversation happening, but that's not the one we're hearing.
Here's to a relaxing day for us both.
Anecdote recorded. And that's all those anecdotes really are. It's a cutscene, and it's usually interesting or fun or entirely useless. Honestly, it varies. But it does give the world more life. And that's what I like about it. We never actually came over here before.
I can barely sense any Kuvaki at all. This whole area feels like a soulless husk.
Looks like his appetite truly is insatiable. As if the power of that energy cannon wasn't enough.
He's not seriously still getting stronger? What's his endgame here?
Yeah, last time...
Everyone's here already. Hey, we made it. So, what's going on?
The end of the last time we streamed this, whatever they, Ferrier or something? Rarier, I think, maybe? Whatever his name is, was wandering about kind of searching for more energy, and we heard the voice of the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. So I'm real curious how that's going to pan out.
We've all been on high alert since we split up a few days back, expecting Rarier to strike again. But it's like he just vanished into thin air. No one has seen him nor found any trace of his presence. That is, until this morning, when a ratnik found signs of wild hunt activity while out here on patrol. As you can see, the Crystonite itself is physically intact, but the Kuvaki it contained is all but completely diminished.
And we're sure that Rarier did this.
Who else? He's the only one who could pull off a stunt like this.
Kuvaki loss has reached critical levels. Reikir of Solnari set to maximum threat level. Warning, unless de-escalation measures are taken soon, he will pose a threat beyond our ability to contain. The consequences could be catastrophic.
Traveler, do you remember when we encountered Rarier just after regaining his body? There wasn't a shred of sanity left. Nothing but madness and rage.
I remember it well. It was extremely dangerous even then.
Yeah, didn't he shout out a bunch of names? Then he started raving about how nothing in this world mattered to him. Ooh, Paimon gets chills just thinking about it. Oh, but the thought that he's still
Hey there,
out
Emberlyn.
lurking somewhere in Nod-Krai, waiting for his chance
Welcome to
strike.
chat. Good to see you.
Oh, even chillier.
Last time we fought, we were already at a disadvantage. If he has such overwhelming strength, why would he suddenly go into hiding?
I will say I'm surprised we didn't actually get to fight Rarier last time, but it seems they were just building up for this one. And it took me so long to get to the last bit of story that this one only comes out a week later. It's just funny to me.
Yeah, if I were him and I wanted more Kuvaki, I'd just take it by force. No point staying in the shadows. Unless something went wrong. His whole resurrection thing didn't exactly go smoothly.
New event. Are you talking about Miliastra Wonderland? That seems more like an entire new game mode than an event. Oh, way behind. Yeah, this is the start of Act 3 for the current storyline. Oh, you're back in Natlan. Oh, then I'd say spoilers, but this is kind of it's the new chapter, so it's kind of a separate timeline. Though at the interlude is when we meet the robot who's standing off to the left here. So, none of these characters except for Inefa over there show up in Natlan at all.
The other thing is, how does someone who's completely lost their mind still have the wherewithal to cover their tracks so perfectly?
Yeah, I don't think Miliastra is an event. I think it's an entire new game mode.
Medical studies,
because they expect you to spend more money over there.
Complete loss of rationality. It may be that he is simply living in a world of his own.
That actually sounds about right. He was really
Oh, I did find that out, yeah.
Time. Like he had zero interest in talking to us.
Yeah, it was, oh man. Hold down L1, it was up on the D-pad. It goes into a menu to like see who else is in the lobby, and then you have an option to exit the lobby and go back to Teyvat. Something like that. It took a bit to find, I'll give you that one.
There are many unanswered questions here. He could be right under our noses, and we'd still be in the dark. Besides his name and title, we know little about him. Certainly nothing about his past, or what he might be hoping to
there'll be an
achieve.
option it shows in the top right.
Exactly. And we wouldn't even know where to begin looking. Even Boss hadn't heard of the Rahir of Solnari before all this. I'd be willing to bet that even if we gathered together every scrap of intel in Nod-Krai, we still wouldn't find more than, like, 3 useful facts about him.
So, if we do nothing, he'll just keep getting stronger. But if we want to investigate him, we have no idea where to look. Last time we had Marionette and her big robo-buddy to help us, and we still barely held our ground. If we had to face him alone...
Alright, fucking Marionette.
Paimon's head hurts just thinking about it. What are we supposed to do against a threat this big?
Well, I do have a little hunch about his next move. Given that he attacked the quarry, I'd say it's likely he'll target other places rich in Kuvaki. Somewhere like the Eye of Krati, or the Pillar of Embla.
What? What are those
One thing
places?
for sure.
I feel like we know
If
the
we
pillar.
just sit back and let him keep absorbing Kuvaki, we really won't stand a chance against him.
A perfectly reasonable hypothesis. However, it is worth noting that these 2 locations are quite far apart. To investigate them both, we'll need to split up.
I agree, we should split up. Right now, Rarir's goal seems to be gathering Kuvaki, not fighting us directly. Once we're done, let's regroup on Hisi Island.
Wait, why Hisi Island?
If I recall correctly, your largest goddess statue was carved from Kuvaki-rich ore, was it not?
Oh.
That's right. Yes, it could well be a potential target of his. I should head back and start evacuating the pilgrims.
Not sure if you have to evacuate quite yet, but where to? Isn't everywhere technically a
Splitting
target?
up's always gonna be risky. But I guess we don't have much choice, right? We're in a race against time here.
And if we do run into Rarir, what then?
That's when you follow the 3rd rule of treasure hunting. Run like the wind.
Run like the wind, bullseye!
Go with the flow?
I don't know.
You might.
Anyway, whatever. In this situation, go with the flow means go find backup.
You're just making this up as you go along, Yehoda. Yehoda. Yeah, this is spoiler for you. This is Nod-Krai. It is the area right after Natlan. So, I don't know how much longer you have in there. I do not blame you if you don't want to stick around for spoilers' sake, because I only really stream the main story in this game. I play a lot of it offline, or off-stream. And this just released yesterday.
Agreed. If anyone finds so much as a trace of
However, I
Rarir,
do appreciate you
do
stopping
not
by and
pursue
saying
him.
something. Always nice
Get
to
out of
see
the
some
area
people in
and
the
alert
chat.
the rest of us as soon as possible. We need to put safety first.
All right, we'd better get moving. Come on, Anetha, let's go.
Oop, up on top of the cannon now. Yeah, I think the pillar behind there is what he was talking about. I'm not actually sure, though. With the Frostmoon Enclave? Should we go and get that scene with Flynn's first? Nah, that's not necessary. Oh, there's another one with Llama, though. Like, should we do all of these or just move? We should just move. I really haven't explored that much because of... Where is it? Because of this event in particular, I haven't been doing as much exploration because I'll go and, that original resin consumption, you get the 120 just by fighting 3 bosses or fighting a boss 3 times. one of those that you use to get materials for character level up. And that gets me enough for this. So that's all I have to do for the dailies. And then I don't have the time or don't have the motivation to go and do other things because it feels like it's not going to take up what I want it to. Here. Apparently we still haven't seen Skirk, apparently. Yelling Yafair. There they are. Oh yeah, we did go out there and get the chest in the center.
Any leads?
Fair enough.
Nope.
Fair enough.
Diddly squat. No clues to where he might be hiding. It's like he's a ghost.
I mean, he kind of is a
Feels like
ghost.
we're
He only
sitting
just
on
got a
power
body
keg
back.
That could go off at any second. Oh, I hate this feeling. I'd rather face him head on than be left hanging like this.
So, you guys didn't find anything either?
Not loving the word either. How about you, Flints?
I questioned a few Ratniki and eventually narrowed my investigation
I'm
down to
up to
one
date with the
suspicious
anime.
individual. But by the time I got to his place, he was already gone.
Yeah. I do not read the manga, sadly, but I am up to date with the subbed anime. I think the dub is really close. It used to be hundreds of episodes apart, which is why I started with the sub. But with One Piece, I wanted to be as up to date as I could. Just not with the manga.
Almost as if he knew someone was on to him. Either that, or he's just extremely cautious and doesn't stay in one place for long.
He's been biding his time for a while now. The question is, where or what is his next target?
No idea. Since regaining his body, he seems to have lost all interest in the fragment in my possession.
Well, we
If
kind
he
of
did
purified
still
that.
want it, he's had plenty of chances to take it.
All we can do now is hope that Aino and Anefa turn up some leads. Darn it, Rarir. If you've got the guts, come face me one-on-one!
Yehoda, you're a fucking coward.
Wait, he's actually here? I didn't mean it, I swear!
See?
No, it's coming from Silver Moon Hall. The Lady Kutar might be in danger.
Oh, shit.
Let's get over there, quick!
Ooh, full cutscene. There he is. He is fighting her. Shit. Woo! Soft landing, apparently.
Why is he attacking the damselette? What's going on?
No time for questions. Stop him!
All right.
This is insane.
Usually these cutscenes happen at like the end of the
Get
chapter.
Kutar out of here! On it.
Shit. Oh, Paimon, are you actually going to do something?
Look where your feeble light has gotten you. Nope. Now you shall plunge into darkness. Thalindus, soon I will find a way.
Watch out!
Yo! You gonna block a shot with an arrow? Oh no. Ooh, scratch across the back? Or did it actually miss? Oh, shoulder. Got it. Yo! F a shield, alright. Ooh! Teleport! And he pulled up the Wild Hunt.
Find them. Even if it means turning this place to ashes.
Okay, now I can actually look at what she said.
That was too close.
Oh, we barely made it out of there alive. What's that guy's deal? How'd he get so crazy strong?
Another Arlecchino type treatment. I don't entirely remember what you mean by that. You're probably not wrong. Currently, I mean, I don't know how much you want to be spoiled on this, but it is my stream, and I might as well remind anyone else who's viewing, especially in the archive. The Traveler has stored within him a fragment of an ancient moon, and the moon goddess, Kuthar over here, just siphoned some of its power to boost her own. Consensually, of course. So, yeah. Okay. Barely made out alive. He's one of the 5 sinners, and that probably wasn't his full strength.
He's a threat to this entire nation. I doubt his strength could even be measured by conventional standards.
I have a question. When me and Anetha showed up, we saw him chasing after this lady like he wanted her dead. What was that all about?
We weren't.
I've completed all of the story quests up until now.
Already duking it out by the time we arrived.
Yeah,
Most of them
we
on
didn't
stream,
see how
at
it
least
all
for the
started.
Archon
Escalated
quests.
so quickly, we had no choice but to step in.
Kuthar, can you shed any light on the situation?
Kutar. Cross-checking database. I see. So you're the one that the Frost Moon Scions refer to as the Moon Goddess?
That has not met yet.
She's the moon goddess? Oh, no wonder she looks just like all those statues.
There are many reasons why people might worship the moon, and just as many why they might despise it. I've never met that person before, but there was no mistaking his deep-seated hostility towards me. Why he holds me in such contempt, I cannot say. But since he hunts the power of the moon, it's no surprise that I am a target.
Kuthar.
There are many potential motives. For instance, you help the Traveler escape his grasp. This could be his way of taking revenge. It is also possible that he covets the Kuvaki inside you, and seeks to take it for his own. The list goes on.
That's the most likely,
Right
actually.
now, devising a counter strategy should be our #1 priority. The likelihood of this location being discovered is close to 100%.
A counter strategy? But we don't stand a chance against an enemy like this. Surely our only option is to run. He's not gonna chase us to the end of the world,
They
right?
overuse
So
this
as long as we
feature with
can slip
Yehuda.
out of Nod-Krai undetected. No, I can't say that. Come on, Yehuda. This is serious stuff. You can't suggest we all just chicken out.
Running is our only option.
Huh?
You seem surprised, but what other choice do we have? We are facing an enemy we cannot possibly defeat in battle.
Well, I mean, yeah, but still.
It's not too late. I can distract him, so you'll have plenty of time to make your escape.
Wait, what? You're gonna act as bait?
Yeah, she
Doesn't that
daydreams
make
a
sense?
lot.
I'm the one he's after. There's no need for you to risk your necks on my behalf. A coyote doesn't stop for bypassers while it's howling at the moon.
What is it, Loma? The Frost Moon Scions have already grown accustomed to life without their goddess. My presence here is no longer essential, and this is not my home, so you needn't ask me to stay.
Yeah, she's literally born of the
With
moon.
this? That's not our style.
Yeah, we can't just call it quits after everything we've been through together. Besides,
And the real moon, not the
she
one in the
pretty
sky.
much saved my life back there. If I just ditched her now, I'd never forgive myself.
We can't overlook that you have saved our lives multiple times now. To talk of returning the favor would be a little crass for my liking. But suffice to say that we are friends, and friends look out for one another.
River's true objective remains unclear. Even if we were to sacrifice Miss Kutar, there's no guarantee he would stop.
Running away won't solve anything. We stand and fight, no matter what.
But...
Kutar, I know why you left the Frost Moon Scions so long ago. It was because people started treating prayer as a form of trade. They would make self-centered wishes, force you to accept meaningless offerings in return, and then expect you to perform miracles for them, as if that were their entitlement. If it were me, I might have walked away too. But I believe that time can change everything, and that sometimes it takes losing something precious to appreciate its true worth. After much reflection, I've realized that this was never about whether the Frost Moon Scions need you. Any relationship based on need is purely transactional. What I truly hope is that you'll choose to stay, not out of obligation, but as part of our family. You were born here, and now you've returned. Who knows? Perhaps it was the moonlight that guided you home.
Thank you, Loma. But my power is on the wane. I'm afraid I will be of little use to you now.
Oh, and if you're wondering why her lines are coming up as the Damselette, that's what she was called when she was with the Fatui as one of the Harbingers. But she left them too. Okay. We'll find a way. It's our turn to help you now.
Very well then. I'll do as you say.
Both times you saved us, we were transported across great distances in an instant. Is that one of your powers as the moon goddess?
Nope.
It is.
She ran away from them too, and then came back here to where she was originally from.
I barely managed to pull it off just now. And it will be some time before I'm strong enough to do so again. Rejected by the world, my power is dwindling. Like a lake, cut off from its source, slowly shrinking away. Now, it has almost run dry.
What do you mean, rejected by the world?
Good question.
The three moons belonged to the ancient bygone era in which they came into being. From the moment I was born, the world itself has been steadily sapping away at my strength.
That's why we need the Moon Marrow, to borrow the Eternal Moon's power. The Moon Marrow is the thing that the Traveler is currently storing within his body.
The three moons are not one and the same. As the goddess of the Frost Moon, I cannot wield the powers of the other two.
The Eternal Moon and the
Moonlight has a
Iridescent
way
Moon.
of blending together. Each can reflect the other's glow. So when our fingers touched, I was able to restore my strength by drawing Kuvaki from the Eternal Moon's marrow. But this method of recovery is painfully slow. If only we could find the...
Ah, shit. They found us.
It's the Wild Hunt!
Ah, even faster than we expected. We'll have to finish this conversation later.
See how those Wild Hunt creatures are running away from us. They're likely just a scouting party, which means Rerir won't be far behind.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get the heck out of here!
Are we running? Are we fighting? Is it still just a cutscene? Oh, shit. Oh, okay, we have to do something specific? Are we going somewhere specific? Wait, defeat them before that happens to escape it. Okay. You know what? Give me Flynn's. He's probably good at this. I don't think I can pull for him anymore, sadly. Fuck it. What is this thing?
Oh, they just keep coming! This is driving me nuts!
Rear's closing in on us. We need to pick up the pace.
Like, were we just supposed to run, or were we supposed to fight?
We can't fall back on Kutar's health to escape. This goes on much longer.
Insulation chamber deployed. Preparing for dust up.
With one heart, we pray.
Just use everything! What? A new elemental reaction? Lunar bloom. Dendro meets Hydro, certain other conditions. Whatever.
Close your eyes. Beware the creatures of the night. Observe.
Oh shit, we're out of time. I think we were supposed to be out of time? I don't know. Didn't look like I had a choice there. Wait, I know that sword. Is Diluc here? No! That must be the Grand Master!
What's the matter? Bit off more than you could chew?
Definitely is.
Hold up! Who are you? Uncle Varka! You're back from Amsfar?
Varka!
Whoa! You're Varka? Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius?
We could save the intros for later. Right now, let's get you all out of this hellhole.
I think he is
I know
Diluc
somewhere you'll
Sensei.
be safe.
If I remember correctly. I'm not actually sure.
Is that where I think it is?
That's all the way back in Mondstadt.
That's the one. Come on, move! There's no time to waste.
He's the one who invited us to Nod-Krai. Now we finally get to meet him after all these years. Literally, we've known of his existence for 5 years real time.
Where are we? This is so well hidden.
Well, that goes without saying. This is the Knights of Favonius' meeting place in Nod-Krai, and a contact hub for the Northern Intelligence Network.
Northern Intelligence Network?
AKA the Black Market of Intel. No matter what faction you're with, it's the place to buy and sell information. Their headquarters are in Nod-Krai, but they've got contacts in every nation. As an expeditionary force on foreign soil, working with them has offered us the most effective way of getting our hands on reliable local intel. This is where we meet, so naturally, it's secure. Anyway, where were we? Folks from Nod-Krai should be pretty familiar with me by now. But I believe this is the first time we've met.
In person, at least.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
You're definitely a cryo element if you're Knight of Boreas.
This meeting's been a long time coming. You look way younger than Paimon expected. But you definitely have that Grand Master vibe.
Paimon, you skipped the introduction.
Well, I'm no spring chicken. Just not showing my age yet. Definitely feeling some of that back pain today, though. Rushed back from Amsfartnir without a wink of sleep, only to get right into another fight with that freshly revived maniac.
Another? You mean you fought him before?
Yep. He wasn't nearly as strong back then, but he was still a formidable foe. I brought some of the knights along to give him a little surprise, but he saw us coming from a mile off.
So that scene at the end of last time was
and I barely made it out
ambush.
alive myself. We knew it might have been our last chance, so we staked everything on it. But still, it wasn't enough to stop him. I tried tracking him down afterwards, but he didn't leave a trace. Even in his unhinged mental state, he's as cautious as any trained operative. So, I decided to come find you. And as luck would have it, turned up to find you being ambushed by the Wild Hunt. The rest, you already know.
Is that why he's been frantically absorbing Kuvaki these past few days? Because he sees you as a threat?
Maybe I'm part of the equation, but even if I weren't, I'm sure he'd still be gathering power. He's clearly working up towards something.
Note to self, Uncle Varka's strength rating officially upgraded.
Guess it's my turn to ask questions now. So, what exactly has been happening in Nod-Krai? Why is the Wild Hunt returned in humanoid form? And why is it after you?
That's a long story, but I'll try to make it quick.
Off camera. Aino brings Vark up to speed about what happened before.
Wow, I had no idea so much had happened. Sounds like you guys have really been through it. So, the Kutar is actually a Fatui Harbinger. And all this Wild Hunt activity in Nod-Krai is the work of the Raker of Solnari, one of the 5 sinners. Oh, that's a lot to take in. Need some time to wrap my head around it all.
I'm truly sorry, Mr. Varka. You stood with us against the Wild Hunt and did everything you could to stop it from escalating into a full-blown catastrophe. And then, the one time you're away, it all comes to a head and all your hard work gets undone.
You've got nothing to apologize for, Miss Moonchanter. You can plan 100 steps ahead and still slip up. That's just life. No one knows what tomorrow holds. You can't predict which way the wind will blow next. And, to be perfectly honest, I can't say I'm surprised. For all the times we've defeated the Wild Hunt in the past, we've never been able to completely wipe it out. Turns out, we were just delaying the inevitable.
Hold on.
But now that a new variable has come into play, fate may well take a different course.
A new variable? You mean us?
Is it just me, or does he kind of look like an older traveler?
I think his resurgence might not be an entirely bad thing. The Wild Hunt is like an unrelenting force of nature, but Rerir is an individual with an agenda. He's gotta have a weak spot somewhere. That said, while Aino was explaining everything just now, some of the points that Mr. Flint's added caught my attention.
You mean about our mystery ally?
That's right. From what you've said, not only did they lead you straight to some key files, they also shielded Hisi Island from a lethal Kuvaki blast. I don't know who or what could pull something like that off. Heck, even Miss Columbina doesn't have a clue.
I hadn't heard the story about those files. Would you mind repeating their titles for me?
Wild Hunt Phenomena Log, a Nod-Krai and Ratnik's Field Journal, and Kuvaki Survey Log.
Oh. No. Still doesn't ring a bell.
If it did, that'd be way too coincidental.
Guess all we can do now is hope that our mystery ally keeps showing up when we most need them. Still, it's safest to assume they won't be intervening again. From here on out, we'll have to resolve this crisis by ourselves. Your intel also explains something else I've been wondering about. The reason I led my team to Amsfarnir was because we'd had reports about a possible source of the Wild Hunt showing up there. But once we looked into it, it turned out to be a red herring. I don't know who was behind it, but clearly, it served its purpose. I doubt it's by chance that he happened to make his comeback while my attention was diverted. And from everything you told me, it sounds like his scheming began well before his return. So maybe luring me away was all a part of his plan. But is it even possible that he orchestrated all of this by himself? The Moon Maiden and the Raker of Solnari, Nod-Krai of all places. The way everything is unfolding, it can't be a coincidence.
Probably should come after 6.5, so I can save up that much. 6.5? Not entirely sure what you mean by that.
So, what do we do now? Got any ideas?
Right now, we've got at least 3 things to consider. Let's go through them one by one. First, We need to figure out how to take down Rerir. If we can't beat him in a straight-up fight, the rest won't even matter. To my knowledge, the bulk of Nod-Krai's fighting force is already gathered here. But even with everyone united, we're still no match for Rerir in his current state, let alone with his power still growing.
What if there was a way to tap into a new power of our own?
How so?
Have you thought of something, Columbina?
3 moons once watched over this world. The Eternal Moon was the largest. The Frost Moon was the brightest. And the Iridescent Moon was the most mysterious. They say that back then, the 3 moon goddesses wielded immense power. Enough to shape the workings of the world itself. I now bear the Frost Moon's power, and the Eternal Moon's marrow resides within the Traveler.
Hold on. Are you suggesting?
The iridescent moon. The last piece in the puzzle.
That's right. If we can find the Iridescent Moon's marrow, I will be able to regain my strength much more quickly.
The 3 moons are said to stir the tides and illuminate all things. Perhaps they hold further secrets beyond our understanding.
According to my analysis, the solution is feasible. However, it is subject to one major condition. How do we locate the Iridescent Moon's marrow?
I know a way, but we will need to visit the Fatui's Experimental Design Bureau.
Oh no, I've barely spent time there.
Experimental Design Bureau? Are you saying we need to involve Marionette?
The other Harbinger that's here.
I must speak with Sandrone.
It's a long way from here to the Experimental Design Bureau. There's a high chance you'll be spotted. You shouldn't go alone.
I'll go with her.
Then that's settled. Next up, our second priority. Somehow, we need to figure out Rerir's end goal. As you saw for yourselves, when he was still in his wild hunt form, everything he did was for the sake of recovering his body and resurrecting himself. His first act since then, after laying low for a while, was to try and assassinate this young lady. People's obsessions often reveal their greatest vulnerabilities. There must be a reason why he despises the moon so deeply. Perhaps it sheds some light on his title, the Raker of Solnari. The Wild Hunt has plagued Nod-Krai for centuries now. If we want to stop it for good, we have to get to the root cause of what's driving it.
It's true. We still know very little about him. If Kuthar hadn't given us that lead, we wouldn't even know his name.
But where would we even start? I doubt even the Intel Queen of Nod-Krai has a clue, and she has info coming out of her ears.
Oh? That's a rather hasty conclusion for
When'd you
someone
get
who's
here,
so
Nefer?
painstakingly meticulous when it comes to dealing with machines.
Ah, she heard me.
Boss! What are you doing here?
I'm now asking myself the same question. I received a letter from a humble knight of Favonius, requesting a meeting to discuss a major business deal. But it looks like this humble knight had something else in mind.
Details, details. Miss Nefer, the important thing is that you've arrived at the perfect time. Since his failed ambush, I've been racking my brains trying to come up with a plan to fight Rerir. Given the severity of the situation, I think it's fair to say that our only chance lies in uniting as one. And I'm talking all the factions in Nod-Krai. We can't do this without the Curatorium, but I knew it'd be a tough job to win you over. So, I took the liberty of reaching out for a little chat.
Wait a sec. How did you even hear about this place, Nefer? Didn't you say this is meant to be the Knights of Favonius' meeting spot? And a contact hub for the Northern Intelligence Network? And isn't it supposed to be super hidden?
Nefer works in
You really
intelligence.
think he could have gotten settled in Nod-Krai without my help? Besides, I'm the one running this gig. Of course I know where the meeting place is.
I'm not as surprised as the Traveler seems to be here. You mean you're the person in charge of the Northern Intelligence Network?
Allow me to introduce the current head of the Northern Intelligence Network. If it's intel you're after, she's your woman. pretty much seen and heard it all.
If I was on camera right now, I'd be looking directly into it.
Please spare me the flattery. Let's cut to the chase. Seems like you've run into some trouble, huh?
You bring Nefer up to speed on what's been happening.
Well, this certainly qualifies as an unforeseen crisis.
She's
On behalf
technically
of the
from
Curatorium of
Sumeru.
Secrets, I wish you all the best of luck.
So you're just going to sit this one out?
She's pretty much the same sort of thing as Dory, except much less annoying. Though her design is overly embellished, in my opinion.
Why should I get involved? What could possibly be in it for me?
Oh yeah, she's a
What if we
businesswoman.
told you we can't do this without you?
Oh? Then I'd say you'd better make it worth my while. I don't work for free.
I can't put a price on something like this. It's just not in my nature. But then again, you and I have always been polar opposites in this regard. So I can't exactly say I didn't see this coming. If you insist on compensation, I will pay you. Consider this a formal commission. Sound fair?
You just don't give up, do you? Too bad. I know you well enough to know you can't afford my prices. The riskier the job, the more it'll cost. And a Moonchanter's stipend isn't exactly generous. Unless you're planning to start passing the donation box around among the faithful.
Boss, just a thought. If they come up short, maybe you can take the difference out of my next few paychecks. Things got really dangerous during the fight with Rerir. If this girl hadn't saved me, I'd be ley line fodder by now. I'd be gone for good, boss. If there's any way we can make this work, I'd really like to help her. Please? I'm begging you.
This is why I'm always telling you never accept favors. They are the hardest debts to repay. You have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all kinds of misfortune. Very well, Yehoda, I will help. But just this once. Don't count on this happening again. Flynn's, that fragment that Rerir was after, do you still have it on you?
Of course.
Let me borrow it. I need it to follow up on some leads.
Wait, you actually have some leads?
Oh, another thing to point out. The game keeps adding other races by having like one or two people who are like, oh yeah, I'm actually this. The Frostmoon Scions, you only see like Lauma and one other who are this, but they have their whole bloodline over there where they have antlers. But they still look human otherwise. Flynn's is the only known Fae. Which is why he has gray
This is
skin,
top
apparently.
secret information.
I get it. We all have things we'd rather keep to ourselves. Plus, I know we can count on you, so we'll leave the intel gathering in your hands. And that brings me to the third and final item. We need to find a way to distract him. We need time to make our move, so someone will have to stall him. I'm in for this part, no matter what. Anyone coming with?
Count me in too.
Come off it, you two. Quit playing heroes. I'm way ahead of you here. And Nefa did a scan of the Moon Goddess's Kuvaki signature, and we're gonna use it to make some decoys over at the Kramkake craft shop. Anyone who's in, follow me. Once they're ready, we'll deploy the decoys across Nod-Krai. So as long as the rest of you keep moving, he won't catch on to your scent and won't be able to track you down.
I like it. Genius idea.
No biggie.
Also,
All
another
right,
thing
then.
I've
We'll
noticed,
split into 3 teams.
when it comes to character design, I don't know how many male characters actually have short hair. I don't think any of them do. Like, maybe Bennett? But, like, even Varka here looks like he has short hair until you notice that it's going down his neck. And Flynn's, I feel like he should have short hair, but they decided to just poof it out the back there. And I know exactly why they do this. Wigs. Genshin Impact characters are all costume. They are all costume on a mannequin. Take off their costumes and they will all look pretty much the same in like a few different sizes. So they make characters for people to cosplay. And they make big hair so that the wigs make sense.
Once your team has finished their mission, return here and wait for the others. Dismissed.
It is honestly a very weird way to design. But it makes some sort of sense. Whoa, what is this? Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau. Are we going to be hopping between the characters during this?
Lady Damselette. Wait, and you two? What are you doing at the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau? We've been doing our best to mind our own business lately. But if you're just gonna waltz up here like this, you're seriously pressing your luck. Don't blame us for doing what we have to.
Huh. You really think that's gonna scare us off?
We're not looking for any trouble. I just want to see Sandrone.
Do I need to remind you that you're still a wanted fugitive for deserting us? Out of consideration for our former ties and the crisis we're all up against, we'll let you leave in one piece. But don't even think about trying to get in.
Let them in.
Called it.
But...
Are you going to make me repeat that?
No, my lady.
Sandrone seems to be in a good mood. Must be maintenance day.
Kutara speaks rather straight for the most part, but whenever she has to deal with Marionette, she gets sassy, and I like it.
So tell me, to what do I owe the honor this time? Actually, before you answer that, just so we're clear, we're not colleagues anymore, Columbina. I don't owe you anything.
I promise it's nothing big.
It seems like you've gotten the wrong idea here. The only reason I let you in was because I was bored. It seemed like a way to kill some time and satisfy my own curiosity. Whatever miscalculations I may or may not have made in the past, I haven't lost the plot enough to even consider sticking my neck out for your sakes.
I'd like to speak with Arlecchino.
Oh!
What?
Huh? You mean the knave?
No one calls her that,
I'd
Paimon.
like to speak with Arlecchino. Is she in Nod-Krai?
No, she's not. Once the work on this facility was completed, she went back with the Rooster and Regrator. The only ones in Nod-Krai are me and... What is it you need to speak to her about anyway?
Rerir is hunting me. If I'm going to face him, I must first retrieve the lost moon.
Oh, don't tell me she has it. Marionette seems lost in thought, but she doesn't look surprised. She must know more than she's letting on. I don't understand what Arlecchino has to do with the iridescent moon's marrow, but at this point I have no choice but to go along with Columbina's plan.
Is that a no, then?
We're only doing this to stop Rerir. He is our common enemy.
As if I need reminding. I was this close to settling things with him before someone decided to whisk me away to their weird little garden.
Have you held any tea parties lately?
Tea parties? Yeah, obviously. You don't seriously think we'd pack it all in just because you aren't here. If anything, they've been more eventful than ever. Just me, Arlecchino,
And a bunch of insolent, insensitive guests who won't stop asking where you've gone. Oh, they've been a real joy.
I bet you served them the worst tea you have. Just like you used to do to me when I upset you.
Who cares about how good the tea is when there's no one around to drink it? I keep losing people. First Rosaline, now you. I'm running out of people who can make me laugh. Honestly, what could be more ridiculous than a multi-centenarian goddess who's only ever had the plain herbal tea she received as offerings?
You'd always brew a different type of tea for me each time. Was it really just to see how I'd react?
Huh.
Well, duh. Why else? Watching you squirm was practically my only form of entertainment.
Or was she genuinely trying to introduce Columbina to new flavors? Maybe all that coldness is just an act, and they actually get along?
Oh, yeah. And Capitano sometimes used to bring Tartaglia around, too. But I guess we won't be seeing him again.
Oh yeah, he's indisposed in some regard, isn't he? I kind of forget how exactly.
Well, I guess we are overdue for a get-together. Polonia! Have Favronia pass a message to Arlecchino for me. It's time for tea. Will suffice.
Pass along a message for me, too, if you would. My body cannot contain the marrow of 2 moons, so I'll be leaving one of them in her care.
Excuse me? Who said you were on the guest list? If my tea meant that much to you, maybe quitting the Fatui wasn't your brightest move. Back when you were under the Tsaritsa's protection, no one would have dared come at you so openly.
I don't think Rarier even knows who the Tsaritsa is.
But that protection didn't come for free. In fact, I paid dearly for it. At the end of the day, it was just another transaction. I just got tired, that's all. I never wanted any part in their grand ambitions, and I've had enough of being treated like a bottomless supply of power. It brings back memories from the old days, when I was still worshipped as the moon goddess. Centuries on, it may be a different group of people, but I see the same greed in their eyes.
Especially the Fatui. They're all greed.
I figured you'd leave eventually. You didn't have as much of a reason to stay as I do. The Tsaritsa gave you shelter and protection, but that was it. Nothing more, nothing less. Meanwhile, the Fatui demanded everything from you in return, until it was more than you could bear. I get why you left. And frankly, I have no interest in dragging you back just because the higher-ups told me to. But if you keep hanging around with this riffraff, the next time we cross paths, we might be enemies for real.
She says that, but she's the one who just caved in and agreed to help Columbina.
Guess that's our cue to leave.
Let's go. We better not keep Vark and the others waiting.
That might be your plan. But it sounds like someone else wants you to stay a little longer.
Uh-oh.
Huh? What do you mean?
Listen.
The Wild Hunt? Inside?
My lady, it's the Wild Hunt. A horde of monsters is headed straight for the facility.
Or outside.
Another uninvited guest trying to crash my tea party. Clear the area. I'll handle this.
Wait, what? You want us to leave you here by yourself?
Huh. You'll be lucky to make it out of this alive. You really think you can afford to worry about me? Go on, get out of here. You may have stopped Polonia from crushing him last time, but I've made sure that won't happen again. The entire Experimental Design Bureau is rigged for war.
Well,
stay and watch if you want, but it'll be at your own risk. You're not flagged as friendlies in the weapons system.
Just be careful, okay?
Don't tell me what to do!
Yeah.
Look, if you're leaving, make it quick. Or
you'll just get in my way. There's a secret passage on the second floor. It'll take you right to the plains out back. Stare all you want, Columbina. You're not getting another invitation to my tea party.
I know. But thank you anyway, Sandrone.
This is exactly why you shouldn't hang around with those people. All their melodrama and sentimental nonsense is rubbing off on you.
Aw, you appreciate it, don't you? When was the last time we had gameplay?
Come on
Been a
then,
bit.
Mr. Ray here. Let's pick up where we left off. It's your Wild Hunt monstrosities versus my beautiful creations. Let's see who comes out on top.
Okay, this is fun. If they'd actually show a scene. Oh shit! Gameplay! Sort of gameplay. Can't really feel the stakes here. What? Cannot move. Yep, figured.
Good work, Bosco 1. Bosco 2, prepare to fire!
Okay. Wild Hunt Shooting Gallery. The smoke from the explosions, I can barely see what's going on. Okay, timed out of that one. Sniper? Yeah, sniper!
Keep them pinned down. Don't let them get near.
Not one closer, is there?
Rotate out. Deploy all backup units. Get in there and hold the line. They're more tenacious than I thought. Whatever. This is where the real fun begins.
I like the ones where I can just hold it down because that's a lot easier. I was not expecting this though. This is cool. So long since the last gameplay, and this is what they give us. Go down already.
Once this is over, I'll put you all back together again. I promise.
They're coming up quick. I can't shoot.
Finally, the ranger himself. Time to. Where'd he go?
Also, what's going on here? Oh, that's what's going on here. Shit. Yep, that was scripted. His outfit's cool.
Polonia, get him! I've upgraded Polonia again since our last encounter, and uploaded every last scrap of your data. So let's finish this once and for...
She's not here. Where did she go?
Hey! Over here, you big...
Cursed moon. Go. Keep searching. She cannot have gotten far.
Oh shit. Okay. And while that's happening, to the Curatorium of Secrets! Welcome back. It's probably going to be another long cutscene before we can do anything. That's how this game rolls.
So this is your method for investigating Rarir's past. It almost looks like some kind of ceremony.
Good deduction. But it's quite a different affair from what you're used to with the Frostmoon Scions.
Whoa! First time I've ever been in here. Boss always said it was off limits, so I pictured some kind of creepy dungeon. But it's actually kinda nice. Oh, I guess this must be Sumero decor? That's where Boss is from. And that nice shopkeeper who sold me my treasure compass.
That would be Dory.
I'm not sure exactly what you've got planned, but it looks like you're all set. When do we begin?
Whenever we wish. But for some reason, I've got a feeling this isn't going to end well. I've never faced Rarir myself, but from what you've told me, his power is beyond anything I could imagine. I, on the other hand, am just an ordinary businesswoman. Our paths should never have crossed, yet here I am, forced to make an enemy of him.
If you ask me, you're about as far from ordinary as it gets. So what are you saying? You're getting cold feet?
Once I take a job, there's no backing out. Still, I have to ask myself if the power I'm relying on will even work on an opponent of this caliber. And also how to make sure I come out of this alive if things spiral out of control. Death is the one thing we can take for granted. It is the great equalizer, however fortunate or unfortunate we may otherwise be. So it's important to consider how to spend what lifespan we have left.
Come on, boss. Lighten up. Quit talking about death. It's bad luck.
For once, I agree with you. When you're up against a foe like Rarir, there's no such thing as being too prepared. Is there anything I can do to help?
That won't be necessary. I've already made up my mind. Time to cash in a precious favor I've been saving for a rainy day. Yehoda, I need you to find someone for me. The sooner the better.
Eh? Find who?
That shady merchant who sold you an
Dory.
overpriced treasure compass the other day.
Yeah.
Come on, boss. You're pulling my leg again. In what way is she shady? She showed up when I was completely lost and sold me a neat little gadget that was exactly what I needed.
Yeah, that doesn't sound shady to you.
Anyway, I know who you're talking about. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Oh, Miss Dory. A few moments later. My legs are tiny!
Hey, aren't you?
What is it? What's the big rush?
See? Tiny!
You dragged me out of a dream where I was literally swimming in Mora. I'm charging double my usual attendance fee. See, look how easygoing she is.
Oh God.
After that rude awakening, she could have completely snapped at us. But instead, she kept it together.
Dori Sangama Bay? I never would have pictured you two doing business together.
If you want to make it big in Nod-Krai, it's all about connections. Lady Nefer just so happens to have a lot of intel that interests me. And she also did me a big favor in the past. It was back when I first arrived in Nod-Krai. My trusty assistant, the genie in my lamp, had an adverse reaction to the Kuvaki and fainted.
Huh.
And when you know it, that's when I suddenly find myself in a life-or-death situation. Good thing my compatriot was there to swoop in and save the day. I've been giving her a 30% discount off all of my goods ever
Oh,
since.
geez.
Now, so that no one here feels left out, I'm willing to extend, plus any other friends you send my way will enjoy 10% off. What can I say? The great Lord Sangamabe is nothing if not generous. So, let me guess. You've run into some trouble? I've got everything you could possibly need, and the more you buy, the more you'll save.
You guessed correctly. What have you got in the way of survival gear?
The one type of gear I've never been short on. What are you looking for? A jetpack fresh from the Academia's labs? An ancient suit of armor dredged up from the bottom
I'd more
of the
expect a
sea?
jetpack to come from
At the
Fontaine,
very
to be
least,
honest.
I need to know what kind of opponent you're dealing with here. If even you're worried about staying alive, it must be pretty serious.
Oh, you know,
What
just
if
one
I
of the
told
5
you it's
centers.
Someone with the power to bring a nation to its knees.
Is that so? Then we really are talking top-shelf treasures. I don't have anything like that in stock right now. I'll have to ask my supplier.
Your supplier?
A powerful woman, make no mistake. I can't reveal her identity, but luckily for you, I hear she's planning to visit Nod-Krai in the near future. If you're willing to wait,
I don't actually have a
I can ask
guess.
her when she's here. Can't say exactly how long that'll be, though.
Then, let me put it another way. What would you do if you encountered an enemy like that? Roll over and serve yourself up on a silver platter?
Of course not. I have a handy little trinket from one of my generous suppliers, which... Hold on. What exactly are you getting at? No, no! This is for my personal use only!
Let's just say I'm borrowing it, all right? Just for insurance purposes. You'll get it back later. Favors are the worst kind of debt to owe, and now you've got a chance to repay one. A win-win situation, don't you think?
Fine. You can borrow it for 5 days. No, make that 3. And for every extra hour after that, I'm charging you 1,000,000 mora. Deal?
I mean,
deal.
Mora's pretty worthless. That's why it's always in such high numbers.
What a way to start the day. Now, was there anything else you wanted? Or can I go back to bed now?
Oh, okay. Just walking away.
That will be all. Take care now. Don't trip up on your way back, friend.
See you later! You're my favorite shopkeeper.
Okay. So you just needed her for an insurance policy?
Everything is well and truly ready. The ceremony can now begin. After initiating the ceremony, your minds will follow me wherever I go. You will see many strange things in your mind's eye. So remember, don't be frightened, and don't make a sound.
You're laying down on the ground rules for everyone, and
Now
I
then.
couldn't read all those.
Let us peer into the Raker of Solnari's past.
Okay.
I made it. I don't recognize this style of architecture. Must be Conrian. Simple
Yeah,
furnishings,
yeah, it is.
Table and chairs.
Conria, that was the
It's a
word
more
I was looking
ordinary
for.
house than I might have expected. Looks like the fearsome Raker of Solnari came from surprisingly humble beginnings.
Admittedly, this place looks like it's in ruins.
Unless this passed for luxury in Conria. Unlikely. It was said to be a very prosperous nation in its heyday. Anyway, I'll keep exploring.
Do we get to actually move? Yay! And we get to test out Nefer. Sort of, not really. Hold on. Slither state? So does she transform into a snake? Shadow dance? Oh. Whatever. Oh, right, that was the other thing I wanted to see. Ashley Haddad. Cool. A few storage boxes sit next to the cabinet. Everything in sight is neatly organized. Whoever lives here seems to be enjoying a pretty comfortable life. Oh, no, I agree. Nefer's definitely mid. Like I said, actually, I don't know if you were away at the time. She's over-embellished. Like, way too much little metal trinkets on her. Yeah. A handwritten note.
Hi, River. Since you're working extra hours tonight, I thought I'd keep myself busy by checking out that new kebab shop. I've heard good things about their menu. I'll test it out, and if it's as good as everyone's saying, let's go back together sometime. P.S. New stash from the Universitas Magistrorum. I brought some goodies home. A few teacups and a pin rack. Hope you like them.
Do they not direct anyone in how to pronounce some of these proper nouns? I will say, Lauma, her voice actress, amazing with pronunciation. Other random people, not so much.
They didn't sign their name, but they must have been close. Sounds like they were living together.
I went over to Joseph's for drinks today. They have a fine collection.
Surprisingly
I went
normal
alone.
name.
Felindus was tied up with something and couldn't make it. Joseph asked why I came alone, but I didn't really have an answer. He then went on to ask about other things. If you ask me, someone who asks that many personal questions is too nosy for their own good. But if he invites me again, chances are I'd still go.
Felindus. That's the same name Rerir mentioned.
Yeah, he did.
Crane imports keep falling. If things don't pick up, we'll soon be back to meat and mushrooms only. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of that new type of mushroom everyone's been into lately. Didn't it start out as a lab-grown variety? I heard it's even mildly corrosive. Seriously, why would you even eat something like that? I don't care if it's an impressive feat of alchemy. That just isn't the kind of thing I like to eat.
Grain has to be imported, and they're eating a diet of mostly meat and mushrooms. Could it be because Conria is underground, so it doesn't get much sunlight? That would explain why they use so much stone in their buildings. They even use alchemically modified strains for food. Seems like the people of Conria don't have many options when it comes to
I
dining.
don't think this was the entirety
I've just
of
about saved up
Conria.
enough
Probably
now.
just here.
Time to buy it and keep it somewhere safe.
Making a big purchase. I wonder what it is.
Most of what's written in the diary are mundane details of everyday life. It's clear that the author was an ordinary Conrian, or at least that they were passing themselves off as one. The author's handwriting doesn't reveal anything. It's neither showy nor stiff. In fact, it doesn't really leave any particular impression.
He really is a professional. No wonder he's so good at covering his tracks. Despite what he's become, it seems like he's retained certain habits, at least in this regard.
Near the end of the diary, you notice a page with a shallow indentation along the bottom. The previous page has been torn out. For now, its contents remain a mystery.
Did Rary rip it out himself?
I'm sorry, are you looking at a book? It looks like you're looking at a map. But pen marks like these leave a trace. With something like charcoal to add some color, you just need to find the right angle. When Nefer looks around, she sees a fine charcoal pencil on the desk. Before long, she has restored the missing words. Compared with the forgettable handwriting from before, these lines have been scrawled in a rougher, more haphazard way, as if the person who wrote them was in an emotional state.
Before I met you, I was convinced that my heart was nothing more than a stagnant pool. The burial place of a fallen moon. A withered, windless grove where the waters rested forever unrippled. It was you who helped me see that my heart hadn't entirely withered away. That it could still beat to the rhythm of love.
This is just trivial sentimentality from the looks of it. Why would he go to the trouble of hiding that? The burial place of a fallen moon.
Okay. Oh, shit. Well, that's a cool detail. Hold on. Can I... Oop, no. What's this? Oh, just Verdant 2. That's a cool detail. There we go. So that's what he's supposed to look like. His outfit doesn't look Conrian, to be honest. Closer to a suit. Huh. Surprised they didn't let us interact with the mirror. Though it's not often you find a functional mirror in a video game. They're more common nowadays, I guess, as technology's improved. But even in Cyberpunk, it only really worked when you activated it.
Right here. Over here.
Dainsliff?
Dane! Oh, and, Vedalfin here? What a surprise to see you here, sir.
Hello there, Rerir. You need not address me so formally outside of court. He doesn't get that much free time, so I invited him over for a drink. Even the court prophet deserves a break every now and then, right?
The court...
Well, I'm flattered.
So, what are we discussing today?
Hey, don't look at me. As far as I see it, we don't need an excuse to have a few drinks.
Come on, don't give us that. Didn't you say you were about to pop the big question? How's that coming along?
Who'd have thought the great Twilight Sword was an even greater gossip?
I just didn't expect you to be the first one to settle down and get married, that's all.
Yeah. If you told me that a few years ago, I wouldn't have believed you either.
So, are you planning to come clean about your job then? I'm guessing you still haven't told her.
Sure, I'll have to tell her at some point. But I'll need to pick the right time and place. To be honest, I have no idea how she'll take it.
Come on, stop being such a pessimist. For all you know, she could be thrilled. I bet she'll be much more impressed by your actual job than the one she thinks you're doing now. A member of the King's Guard. Quite the cover story.
And of course, Dainsliff
Does
was
the king
in charge of
even
the
know?
King's Guard.
Of course he does. Anyway, enough about me. How have you been?
Me? Same old, nothing much to... Huh? What's up, Ved?
It's nothing.
I think you just had a prophecy.
Vedalfin, Dainsliff's elder brother.
Oh.
Renowned throughout the court of Conria as the Visionary. and said to possess a wisdom far beyond the reach of any ordinary man. And yet, despite the gulf between us, he seems to have something to say about me. Does he even know me? Does he see me as a friend of his brother, or just another of the Vinster King's blades? Why did he react so strongly?
Interesting.
Was it really to do with what we were talking about?
Brown, curly hair and brooding blue eyes. So this is what Rerir looked like back in the day. Perfectly normal. No different from anyone else. As frightening as this monster is in the present, there's something even more unsettling about seeing the human he used to be.
Interesting. Still stuck in this room, though. Huh. It is interesting trying to see the details. Oh, we do get to interact with the mirror.
Felindis? You're back early?
Oh.
Our equipment's being serviced today, so I got off earlier than usual. How's your day been? Aw, why the long face? Is something the matter? Has your boss been giving you a hard time again?
Went for a drink with Dane and the others after work.
Isn't that a good thing?
Vedifnir showed up today, too. You know, Daneslif's older brother.
Ah, Mr. Vedifnir. Yes, I've heard of him. They say that everything he says ends up coming true.
He overheard Daneslif mention that I'd recently proposed, and seemed to have an issue with it. But when I asked what it was, he kept it to himself.
So, you're worried? You can be such a child sometimes, Rerir. We're nobodies. Why would the Visionary be concerned about us? I'm sure someone in his position has much bigger fish to fry.
Maybe you're right.
You worry too much, Rerir. We've been together for ages now, and everything's been going so well, has it not? You've even proposed to me.
So, you do remember. Tell me that.
What?
What's your answer?
What kind of writing is that? Oh.
Like I said, I need some time to decide. You can't just rush into things like this. We may be nobodies in the grand scheme of things, but if we want things to work out, we've still got to plan ahead.
All right. Take your time. Just don't keep me waiting forever. Nobodies. Sounds about right. In the eyes of people like Vedifnir and Daneslif, what do we matter? Can someone whose gaze is so fixed on a far-flung future even see the present clearly? Besides, the dynasty's fate rests with the king and his inner circle. Whatever I do, it won't make much difference. Meanwhile, every idea they come up with and every decision they make, it affects everything. These days, the king is lost in his research, and the purge of the Crimson Moon bloodline grows ever more intense.
Crimson Moon?
The opposition tried to speak out, but nothing came of it. And I'm under no illusions as to why. Because we eliminated them and got rid of their bodies. A man can have 1,000 reasons to carry a sword, but there are few good excuses to use it. Yet the king has never even considered a gentler approach, and he never will. What becomes of someone who kills on another's behalf? Can he ever find true peace?
Huh.
Felindis?
Yeah, what's up? Having no idea of the heaviness of the situation.
It's nothing. You were right. Fate has never smiled upon nobodies like us. But by the same token, it's unlikely to bear a grudge against us either. There's no reason we can't keep living happily together, cherishing the simple joys of each day as they come.
See? You just need to stay positive, Revere. I can feel your warmth, your breath. You're right there, right by my side. Just seeing you makes me happy in a way I can't explain. And that's something that no one could ever take away from me. So smile, my love. Let go of that frown.
You're right, Thelindis. I've just been overthinking things.
That's better. Getting caught up about things like this will only ruin our evening. Speaking of which, all set for the ball tonight? I need to go get ready.
You go ahead. I just have a few things to take care of, then I'll come join you.
Even busier than the big shots, huh? Fine, I'll go get started. But don't be late. If you keep me waiting too long, I won't be a happy bunny.
Relax. I'll be there. Seriously, though, you drive a hard bargain. You're really gonna leave my proposal hanging and still expect me to take you to the ball?
Well, that goes without saying. I already told everyone I'd be coming with a dance partner. Besides, they're two completely different things. Let's take it one thing at a time, all right?
All right. White outfit it is.
It seems like Rere was deliberately hiding his ties to the intelligence services by giving the impression that he was just an ordinary member of the Vinster King's Guard. He clearly doesn't want his would-be fiancée to know about his other life. Then again, that's hardly surprising. People in the intelligence trade rarely do. Who'd have thought we were in the same line of work? Let's dig a little deeper.
Oh great, there's more! Still a cool effect, though. Where am I digging? I can't jump, I can't climb, I can't run, I can't attack. Oh, leave the hut, it says. Just didn't direct me there, okay. We could
Our last
walk.
operation was a resounding success, and all thanks to you, Rehir of Solnari. In total, we apprehended 32 dregs of the Crimson Moon, and 67 accomplices.
After all these years since the dynasty's fall, so many of them still linger on.
Indeed, it cannot be denied. Yet it was destiny that the Crimson Moon should be overcome by the eclipse, and that His Majesty, the all-seeing Vinster King, now guides our nation on the path to prosperity. Conria has no further need for a dead moon. But alas, there will always be those who refuse to see the truth, choosing instead to romanticize the past.
That's not entirely true. Much about the Crimson Moon era was worthy of remembrance, and that's exactly why they keep trying to see it restored. Many of its secrets remain unsolved to this day. As it happens, that's precisely the field of study my partner is devoted to.
You still haven't told her what you really do for a living.
Where would I even start? How do you tell someone that you're one of the king's hand-picked executioners? That your hands are steeped in blood?
You didn't choose this life, any more than I did. Orphans like us don't get a say.
But I'll sure as heck be the one to pay for it. Speaking of which, we need to be more rigorous in the way we identify direct descendants of the Crimson Moon. Someone, it seems, has strong opinions about my future plans. Most likely my marriage in particular. I have a feeling that we may soon become targets of the Crimson Moon's retribution.
Your concerns are not unfounded. They've taken out many of our colleagues these past few years, and for that very reason. These are no helpless lambs we're leading to the slaughter. They're wolves in sheep's clothing. Take care, Rehir of Solnari. I look forward to toasting you at your wedding.
Thanks, Thorkel. You look after yourself, too. Thelindis, I never wanted to keep this from you. You're the last person I would ever want to lie to. But that's exactly why I can't tell you everything. There are things you shouldn't know. Things You cannot know. The moonlit dynasties are a thing of the past. Yet even now, with the sun shining high in the sky, there are those who would call forth a dead moon's ghost. Could that be why Vedalfnir held back? Or was it because of some court secret he's not at liberty to share? I have to get a clear answer from him. No matter what happens, I will protect the Lindis.
Rerir seems to be very concerned by Vedalfnir's reaction. Vedalfnir and Dainsleif, the Visionary and Twilight Sword. So that's what they were really like. I've investigated this whole area now.
You met Dane?
There doesn't seem to be any other memories here. Should I try somewhere else? Wait a second. What's this black smoke?
You probably shouldn't go closer. Or go right into it. Why not?
So, he's late after all. Just you wait, Rerir. You're in for it. Big time.
Are you waiting for someone, ma'am? Could I tempt you into buying some flowers?
Oh, sure. Pick me out a pretty bunch if you would.
Thank you. But I'm afraid none of them are as pretty as you.
For someone so young, you sure have a way with words, don't you?
I'm only telling the truth. Look me in the eyes. You'll see I'm not lying.
Wait a second. That X.
May we have a word in private?
Who
We've
are you?
seen that before.
And what do you want?
It doesn't
Arlecchino.
matter who I am. Too many of her kind have fallen lately, so I decided to take the risk of reaching out. Not long ago, the Ray here of Solnari led an assault on one of our strongholds. We suffered many casualties, and many who came to our aid lost their lives as well.
Sorry, I don't know why you're telling me this. And I don't want to get involved.
Wait, hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity. His name is Rerir, and he claims to be one of the King's guards.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner. But surely, you must have caught a whiff of the blood on his hands.
Why are you telling me all of this now?
Simple. It's because...
How strange. Rerir was nowhere to be seen in that memory. It clearly belonged to the Lindis. Rerir couldn't possibly know what happened if he wasn't even there. Why would her memories appear in his fragment? The ceremony won't last much longer.
Okay.
I think it's time to call it a day.
They didn't quite explain what this whole thing was until now. She asked about the fragment that Flynn's had. And she used
So
that
that
in a
was your
ceremony
idea?
to see into his genetic
you
memories,
just
I guess.
Pull us inside Rerir's fragment to spy
Ta-da!
directly on his memories?
Any more questions, and I'll have to start charging.
I had no idea you could do that, boss! Seriously, that what I gotta admit though, I'm
Skipping ahead.
itching to see what happens next. Feels like we barely scratched the surface.
I'm just as curious as you are. But the ceremony only allows for limited time inside. That's all we can see for now. Luckily, we managed to learn quite a lot.
Indeed.
So far, so good. I just hope the others are doing okay too.
And us as the player learned more than they did, because we've seen eyes like that before. Arlecchino has the same X, which means there's yet another descendant of the Crimson Moon, apparently.
Especially the group with the Traveler. Their mission is a risky one. Let's hope it's all going smoothly.
If you're worried about them, go see how they're doing.
If I know boss, she's gonna need some time to write up all the details and make sure it's all coherent. I'll stay behind to lend a hand, but feel free to head back and meet up with the others.
Next up, Thunderclap Reef. Back where we started, sort of. And there's the Traveler. Oh, back is our actual party. Are we? Okay, so this is a place we probably could have gone before. And I just hadn't. No, focused experience mode. Why was that not already on?
Oh, they've been prowling around for nearly 2 days now. These things just won't quit. Oh, they might not have seen us yet, but them constantly sweeping the area, our way out is completely blocked.
We'll just have to sneak past, nice and quietly.
Oh, that's never gonna work. One little slip up and it's game over. If they spot us, they'll run straight back to Rare. And once he knows we're here, it won't be long before he's breathing down our necks again.
Be that as it may, we still have to try.
Oh, guess you're right. All right, time to zip it.
I know it's hard for you, Paimon, but please, zip it. Avoid the patrolling. Oh shit, not that way.
Quick, hide! We almost got spotted.
I'm moving away from them, Paimon.
Phew, that was a close call.
Okay, not letting me jump or run. But at least we can still climb.
This way. Keep going. We're nearly there. This is the final hurdle.
Shut up, Paimon. We get it.
Oh, there's no end to these things.
Can't keep going like this. Surely there must be another way out.
Fire.
Fire? Wait, what's that smell? Oh no, there's a fire!
Is that... I think Arlecchino may have shown up. Seems like her black fire. The Wild Hunt's anguished roar. Wild Hunt? That was quick. Yup, called it. Always liked her design.
Sandrone was right. You look weak, Columbina.
See? The X's. Also, why did you just conjure a chair?
The old you would never have let such lowly creatures bar your way. Word has it that you did something for the Tsaritsa, and that's why you've lost most of your power. Freedom comes at a heavy price, doesn't it?
It's Arlecchino! You came!
Hello again, Columbina. And greetings, guests of the House of the Hearth.
It's been a while, Arlecchino.
Okay. And back to the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau with Marionette. I thought we already handled this.
Stupid right here of stupid Solnari. Whatever. I've got all the data I need. Next time we meet, you're finished.
Bosco #1?
He sure doesn't pull his punches.
Excuse me, do you need a hand?
You can do me a favor by staying out of my way.
Wait, that
Can't you see I'm
voice.
busy? Wait a minute. I recognize that voice.
Hello, Miss Sandrone.
Yeah!
Father sent us over to help.
How considerate of her. Hey,
I always forget that these three are in the
get over
technically
here
in the
and help me
Fatui.
fix this.
Yeah, Fremine is who we heard.
Lenny, you do your thing. Just keep your sister away from my machine. Nearly every machine that cat girl touches ends up going haywire. Go put her on cleaning duty or something.
And yet she acts like a machine.
Then let's start downstairs. Fremine, we'll leave this place to you. You've got it.
Wait a second. Pretty sure there's still some tea in the cupboard.
If you want some, you'll have to make it yourselves.
I'm being hospitable. I don't like it, but I got it. Back to the secret base. Oh, that's where it is. Oh. Oh, return to the secret base. I'm like, okay, so it's not actually putting us there yet. And here's the thing. I think it's around time to be done for the night. We did... Oh! The way she said, yep. It's past time I'd normally end, but I did start late. However, they've put us at a spot where we can easily take a break. And I don't know how long the next cutscene will take. As you saw, there was barely any gameplay. So yeah, I think it's a good, solid place to stop. In which case, we can probably move around however we like. And I will go here. Whoa! Oh, Emberloom, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the crew. I guess I hadn't noticed that you hadn't followed when you first started chatting. I do appreciate it. Okay, so as every time, we end in front of the Adventurers Guild. And I'll leave you to it, but let's see who we... Before I ended. Okay. That's a refresh, and... Okay. Who's online? Oh, wow. Not a lot at all. Rated you yesterday. I don't like doing 2 days in a row. Will you allow a raid? Nope. Yeah, she doesn't usually. Try you. You probably also don't. Nope. Oh, geez, okay. You're on a rerun, so I wouldn't want to raid in there. I can test, but I don't think you allow them either. Nope. Okay. So the only possible raid with who I'm following at the moment would be to Arkolf, who we did just raid yesterday. But, he's the only option. So he's playing some more .hack GU. Volume 2. Or did he finish Volume 1 yesterday? I wonder. And I'll send y'all over there. And until next time... Oh, how to join the future Pirate King. I do not have a Discord server of my own. Sorry. I am on Twitter, Tumblr, Blue Sky. You'll find me on... Am I the same on Blue Sky? No, I'm Pirate King of Trance on Blue Sky. I am Adamisk D. Luffy on Twitter. And both of those on Tumblr. But until next time, this is the Pirate King signing off. Have a good night.